Hey everybody, can you hear me? I thought I was live and I wasn't. It's technology. If you can hear me or see me, either right here or see or, hi. But I'll play the intro. Hopefully you guys are there. Hello, I'm Can. I hear the train a-comin', it's rollin' round the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, time keeps dragging on, but that train keeps on moving on down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, Mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't you ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that lonesome whistle, hang my head and cry. Sweet! I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car, probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming, I know I can't be free, but those people keep on moving, that's what tortures me. Well, if they freed me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move them all a little farther down the line. Oh, far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. And I bet that lonesome whistle all my blues away. Sweet! Welcome everybody. I was having some technical issues, but I'm here and I'm glad that you guys are here too. So, hello, I'm Johnny Cash. Can. So, how's everybody doing? I see Spray Can, I see Tina, I see Carrie, I see Brad, I see Steven. Happy, thing to... He was talking about smoking big cigars, so smoke a big cigar for Emma. And... show Steven Sosa some love for his new baby girl, Emma. Ms. Linda, you made it! I thought you had been taken away. Not taken away, but it's great to see you, Ms. Linda. I thought you had a prior commitment or something, so I'm glad to see you. Let me go back and see who I missed. Robert Bruning, this is the after party. Hi, David C. Gail, if I didn't mention you, of course, Cinnamon Girl. Can you be in a truck? You are. You're blue. You're here, Brad. Who else did I miss? I think that's it. No, Rarefine. What's up, Shane? Hi, Rarefine. And I think, and Tina Fackler. I hope I said hi to you. So I hope I did not miss anybody, but now I think I can sit back and relax. And Shannon Smith. All right, it's the man in black. Yep. I I had to, I don't know, I'm in a really good mood today. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but that was beer number one. Beer number one, Voodoo Ranger Experimental IPA. So this is from New Belgium Brewery, which also does Fat Tire. They're out of Colorado, Gail, which I'm sure you know. But it's New Belgium Brewery, and that's the Fat Tire. But I make them in, this is a contemporary bottle cap. You know, I do the cork vintage ones too, but that's Fat Tire Amber Ale. So yeah, you can stick it on your, I stick it onto a chest right there, but you can put them onto your refrigerator too. So refrigerator. Something in my family, we're a little odd, as you can probably imagine, but we call it the frigorigadigerator. So a refrigerator is a frigorigadigerator. It's just what we call it. What's up, amigo? Hi, Jose. What's up, Gary Booty? And I did get your email, and I will send your W and other coins to you, so thank you. You were the last person that I needed to get giveaway items out to, and or auction, and or rolls that were donated. So whew, I did it, and thank you everyone again for your show of love and just for coming out and having fun, because it really was a lot of fun. So, second beer. Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze IPA, again from New Belgium. I bought like a 6er mixer or a 12 mixer, 4 different, I don't know, styles or brands, all IPAs. But this one is I guess a limited edition, like new release. So that's what I'm doing. You got yours today? Good, Carrie. Wow. Oh, yeah, we're close. So, and you got all 3, correct, Carrie? I'm glad. You got a fat tire around my waist? Yeah, I'm working on it, Tina. From these now. Well played, Tina. Cool, Gary. Love it. And thanks for coming out. And, you know, you come out and you might win a W, or you might win some silver, or you might win a W and some silver, and maybe some old coins too. And again, thank you everyone who has donated. Allie, Michelle Jackson, JMB. I don't know if I'm missing anybody. What's up, Reverend Robert? You missed my, I brought everybody in with Johnny Cash. You missed my, hello, I'm Can. Mike, you just missed it too. What's up, Mike Panucci? It's craziness. I'm in a good mood. I played some Johnny Cash to bring everybody into the party, and I know I'm a lean. I could test, or I could tread water in a test tube. Tina, I'm thin. I've always been thin, like athletic but thin. You know, definitely thin. Steven Sosa, boom. New Papa is dab in. New daddy. Yep, that's so rad, man. Little Emma. Oh, Steven, let me know in the chat. Was she born in 2020 or 2019? Because I wanna send either a 19 or a 20 coin for her specifically, or maybe a couple that you just keep for Emma for her birth year. So let me know, please, Steven, and I would like to do that. I'm echoing. This happens sometimes, spray can. I'll try to talk a little quieter, and maybe that will help, but I'm getting a new computer. So I think I'm having issues with this computer. Right on, Reverend Robert. You are drinking almost the same thing I am. You can beat old Rev to a beer. Look on your phone. I know. Rev Robert and I are drinking almost the same beer. And I have that's one of the ones in the pack that I was talking about, Rev Robert. It's so funny. Deborah, is Debbie here? Deborah Eubank, hey! Hi, friend. Nice to see you, Debbie. Glad that you stopped in. Always great to see you. So I finally got a hold of some, the new Vermont, I hate to say his name, but the Rockefeller ones, and quarters. Yep, the voodoo. I'll show you guys this is what Rev, sorry, I'm off my game a little bit. I'm in such a hyper mood. This is what Rev Robert sent me. He's drinking a Voodoo Ranger from New Belgium in a bottle. So cheers. Dink. Here, Rev Robert. Bonk. Cheers. Yum yum. What's up, Patrick Johnson? Good to see you, my brother. Glad that you made it over to hang out with your family and all the friends and family, kind of, intermingled, which I like. You're drinking Tanqueray and Diet 7-Up with a twist of lime. That sounds good, Panucci. I like gin and tonic, but the Diet 7-Up sounds pretty alright too. Oh, so I got my watchdog behind me, along with Jack Allman's protective bear claw, but here's the watchdog. It's a watchdog. Sheepdog. So that's what we have behind me tonight. Spray can. I hope that so you guys, if you don't know, Spray Can is putting on, and I didn't know he did this until I went to his live stream, and he's putting on an elaborate, it sounds like, haunted house for the kids of his neighborhood or his community, and I think he does it all the time. So Spray Can, tell us a little bit about it if you can, just in the chat. But it's a St. Bernard, yeah, it's probably a St. Bernard. It's not a sheepdog. I think you're right, Gary. But that sounds really, it's just another thing about Spray Can that I love is that he puts together this elaborate, it sounds like, haunted house for the kids at Halloween time, and it sounds like an annual thing that he does. So, Spray Can, you do that every year, and what's it like? Turn Gary. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Booty. Thanks for the heads up, Brad. Yep, you're right. Gary is in. I didn't notice it, so thank you. And yeah, bring it to my attention. So Gary, you will be going through a metamorphosis soon, my friend. People have done that in the past, Brad. Allie has alerted me, and I think Carrie and probably Rarefind, and I don't know. I'm just one person. What can I do? Your friend Jeff Benson runs Haunts for the Homeless in Connecticut. That sounds cool too. It's kind of like the same type of thing, Robert. Or Bob. I think it's Bob. You were thinking Smurf. La 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 la. I love the Smurfs. I didn't love Azrael or Gargamel, but I love the Smurfs. Azrael wasn't so bad. He knew, he had a conscience, but Gargamel. God, that beer is rough. You don't like it? Or it's just strong, Robert? Smurfette Tina. Oh, Gary's blue. Wow, now. Yep. Way to go, Gary. Yeah, forgive me for being a little tardy on that. And thank you, Brad. See, we all monitor each other, and that's really like what I did it for too. I said, and there was an addendum, I guess, to what I said about why I turned everyone blue, or why I want us, like the main crew, to do that. And it had to do with, I wanted you guys to have ownership of it, because we're all starting in this experience together, experiment, But also I trust you guys to monitor each other, and to monitor when, we actually did have some trolls come in to my auction, and even last night during the Eddie Van Halen one. So I trust you guys to monitor it and that, but also like you step in when on the auction when I was having technical difficulties. So especially Rare Find and Michelle Jackson and Real Ruler. So yeah, that's really why and also for you guys to be able to promote yourself. And I trust you that you're not gonna spam it and always just be like, check out my channel only, and so like I know Carrie Baxter has been great of sharing people's channels really well, and you guys your own channels yourselves, and not taking advantage of it or not overdoing it. So Rev Robert, what I want you to do, or if somebody can, because I sent him some subs last night in my live stream, but if somebody can go to Rev Robert's channel and post his, please. I would like everyone to follow him as well, and your own. You're welcome to post your own, or but yeah, Rev, I sent some people your way. That's what. If you got more likes or more views or more subscribers today, they're family members, because I told them I put I put it in your link in last night, and so what's up, Monita Republic? I gotta turn you blue, my amigo. So if you guys don't know Monita Republic, speaking of what I'm speaking of, not the devil, but that's a weird expression. I don't like speak of the devil, but you're not the devil. Monita Republic. No Diablo. But Monita Republic does live coin roll hunting, and also he's at like he just got to 500 subs, and he's doing a really great giveaway. So if you guys could show Monita Republic some love, and Monita, please put your link in right now. As soon as you turn blue, Monita, boom, put your link in, and I'm sure the family will go check it out and help you to get closer to 1,000. I haven't seen. I saw Pammy a couple days ago. I don't think it's been 4 days for me, Tina, but it's been a couple days. I think two or three, maybe. Now that I think of it. Am I watching the stream on the same PC, Mike? I'm watching. Yeah, right now I'm watching OBS stream, and then I watch the. So I have the OBS stream on the left side of my computer, and then on the right side of my computer is the chat on YouTube. And so I go back to the YouTube side if I put anything in, but I usually don't type anything in. But yes, I'm kind of going back and forth on my screen between the two. I mean, I don't need to look at myself mostly. I'm mostly looking at the chat on the right, unless I want to look at you guys personally. So hi, I'll look at you personally now. Why do you ask, Mike? Because, and I think before you got here, Mike, I said I'm getting a new computer because the sound, and it's just I need a better computer to do this now. And so my girlfriend and I were talking about it, and I'm gonna get a new one, and hopefully within this week. So that may alleviate some of the echoing and sound problems, and I don't know, hopefully everything. All right, there you go, Monita. You're blue. So yeah, Monita, go ahead and throw your link up whenever you feel like it. No, I'm just spreading the love, Monita, because you're a very good person as well, and I like your channel, and I like seeing you come and interacting with you. So yeah, welcome. Glad to have you. Oh well, thank you. I am just doing it because people have questions for me, and they will get a little knowledge of different things. Yeah, Rev. I mean, that was the first time I saw you. When you told me, Rev and I text and keep in touch with each other, and but I didn't know what you looked like until you. Well, actually, no, I did from when you played the drums. I lied when you and your brother were doing that, but the fact that you put out a new video, and I loved the message, and then you rocked, you shredded on the guitar afterwards. So it's a message that needs to get out there, and so I'm happy to light that flame, or continue that on to everyone else. And hopefully it'll encourage you to do more content, and touch more people, because that's really what it's about, is reaching people and touching them, making them feel loved, making them feel welcomed, and getting that in return. So I get a charge off of it too, you guys, and I guess I want to express that, or convey that I wouldn't come on, I wouldn't like do this if it wasn't feeding something, in my spirit. So I think you guys know that, though. Carrie, you're back. Or I don't know if you left or anything. It's echoing not because of your mic, but because your desktop audio and your stream. Okay. It just loops until it stops playing. Hence, muting will stop your system from hearing it. So Mike, do I need to mute one of, like, do I need to mute maybe? I am muted on I just looked. I am muted on YouTube. So I'm not sure if you can like clarify it, or if I'm off. I'm sure I'm probably off base with what you're saying, but hold on one second. Rare find, Shane. W. Hunt still on Hangin. Went to the bank and asked for quarters. They would only give me one roll. Yep, and it wasn't even bank rolled. It was customer rolled. Well, honestly, Shane, the first I have found two now of the W's of the new issues, and I literally went through, probably no exaggeration, 12 brilliant uncirculated rolls of the new issues, and there were none. And then I went through one customer rolled one, and I found a W of the new Vermont issue. So, and then I had two more rolls that I went through this morning of the bank rolls, and there was actually one in there. I'll go grab them and show you. It's in terrible shape though too, which the first one that I got was the first one that I got was in the customer rolled one, and that's in like gradable shape. I'll go get them and show you, but you never know with the customer. I guess what I'm saying is you never know with the customer role, and I know you probably already searched it, but try to get one and get another one somewhere else, and then you'll have two, and then re-roll them and trade them. That's what I would, and then try to do that every day, and you'll get up to 7 at least by the end of the week, and then you just keep trading them. But hopefully it's coming back around. I finally got a box. If you saw my last video today, I got a box of quarters and I got a box of $50, which was surprising. I haven't had a box of quarters in 2 months, like legitimately. Michelle Jackson. What's the dude in the background? The dude in the background, he's my... He's holding the necklace for us, the protective necklace, the bear claw necklace, Michelle. And what he is he's an articulating artist doll that he's on a post. And you can move his arms and legs, and so basically you can sketch like what figure drawing, but he holds the bear claw necklace for protection. And he's got his arms out because he's like, oh, I'm going to give you guys a hug. Mute my desktop. Okay. Can you hear me right now? I just muted my desktop. Yeah, your mic is looping. Can you hear me right now? Tommy, can you hear me? It's better? Oh. Wow. Okay. See, I would think much better. Oh, thank you for the feedback, you guys. You can hear me better. Oh my God. Hallelujah. Mike Panucci, Mike Panucci, Mike Panucci. I say Mike Panucci, Mike Panucci. Oh my God. Like it's like a new, I'm so happy for you guys. Like truly, because it's hard for me to know exactly how you guys are hearing me. Oh my God, I won't touch anything else, Brad. And thank you, Tony Z and everybody else who's given me the feedback. But and oh my God, that's like, that's so incredible. Gail, it's on its way there. You also have, I think, an Ike dollar and I don't know, some other stuff. I sent you a bunch of stuff. I think I sent you two different things. Mute your speakers. It's back. It's echoing again. All right. Well, I'll go mute and then I'll go unmute. Okay. Yes, I have. Well, Monita, I have the OBS going, and then I have the browser, I think, on Firefox with YouTube. So I think so. Hi, Brittany. If I didn't say hi, it's nice to see you. It's back. Okay. Unmute your speakers. Voice is coming out of your speakers, going back into your mic. All right. I just unmuted my speakers. Hey, Jack Allman. Welcome to Tech Issues at CanCans. See if your onboard speakers, mic, or external are both turned on. Okay, well, I know that on YouTube the stream is muted. So let me unmute that stream. It stopped? Okay. Only desktop and any other application other than OBS. In OBS, you have to turn your mic options in monitor only. Okay, Monita, let me see what that means. Yeah, I'm not going to touch it. I think if I try to mess with it now, it's gonna, alright, it's gonna just go south fast. Okay. Well, it is the adventure, not the destination or the journey. So, anyways, I will get I'll get the W quarters to show you quick, and then I'll just sit back and relax. Alright. Move your mic closer to me. Well, the mic is so I'm in a laptop right now. I'm in this little box of all I'm using is a laptop. I'm not on a desktop. I'm on a laptop that's a POS because my MacBook is crapping the bed. So put that mic in your mouth. Can you hear me now? You are silly, Michelle. Sorry if that was really disturbing. I didn't mean to scare any kids if they're here. But I did make it not for kids. So let's Ooh, let me plug this in first, and then maybe it'll work. Wow. Here we go. It sounds good up close. All right, I'll just talk like this all the time. Okay, hold on a second. Let me see if I can plug this this microscope in. I unplugged it earlier. You got all my teeth? Sorry. That was a little too up close and personal, Gary. I apologize. Okay, let me laptop cam scope. Okay. Deactivate. Activate. There it is. All right. Here we go. This is the one that I found today, and it looks like crud. So it's got a big old chunk to the east, the southeast of the privy mark right there, and he's got some dings in his face and his neck. Not looking so good. Uh-oh. Hold on 1 second. Oh, it's Allie. Oh. She doesn't know I'm live. Hold on. I'm on. Come over. It's our friend Allie Shoemaker. She's like, dude, go live just for fun. Let's see. I'm like, we're here. Come on over. Okay, so this is the one that I found today, like I said. So I found this in an uncirculated roll. It is still better than that, though, Shane, rare find for sure. But it's all beat up. And so now I'll show you the second one, or the first one that I found, which, like I said, was in a customer rolled one. And it's in gorgeous shape. I mean, this one is like, look at his face. I think it's gradable. I think I'm actually going to send this one to PCGS, honestly. He's in really good shape. So that's the one that I found in a customer rolled brown wrapper. I was completely blown away too. I was like, and that had been after searching like 12 shotgun bankrolled ones, and I'm like, I don't find any in 12 uncirculated, brilliant uncirculated ones, and then I find this gorgeous one in a customer wrapped one. Goes to show you don't ever know. Watch each card you play and play it slow. Wait until that deal come round. Don't you let that deal go down. Whoa, no. I've been gambling hereabouts for 10 good solid years. If I told you about all that went down, it would burn off both of your ears. Good day, enjoying the Can family. Thank you, Gary Booty. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. We'll get through it, man, with the technological problems. Like I said, I'm getting a new computer, so I think hopefully that will put stuff to bed. But also I'll talk with Monita Republic and my other people that are more technologically sound than me, and people who do streams like this specifically, because I know. There you are, Allie. I can't believe you didn't know that we were on live. You must have missed the end of J&B's stream. So, Allie, everybody show Allie Shoemaker some love, please, in the stream. Let's spam her with love, because she has donated and been the most positive person to me in terms of, like, and you've all been positive, but and just in terms of, like, helping support me and talking to me and helping me through different times, which she knows what I'm talking about. But thank you, Allie. And we love you. And I love you for sure. Before I go, will you show the painting of... Yeah, Tina, I'll show the painting right now. Let me go to my email. And I'm sorry that you got to take off, Gail, but I will show right now. Here, let me show you guys something else I found too. So he's got a little, or she, I should say, the Mercury. That's a 44, but it's a little grease strike through. I'm going to put the B-U in beautiful. Thank you, Monita. I will email you probably and try to talk to you about it. But thank you, Monita Republic. I will take your advice and just kind of see how you do your streams. And this is all really new to me. So any advice you can give would be super appreciated. So, yep, much love to Allie. Good night, Jose. Much love, Mr. Jose Arriaga. Yeah, it's kind of different. The 4 is like, I can't zoom it in any farther for you, Shane, but the 4 is basically almost gone. Cool. Yeah, I'll email you, Monita. Thank you. Charles Wonderling, what's up, my man? Okay, Mercury was male. Thank you for the update. And also, I have to turn you blue, Chuck. It's great to see you, Chuck. Hi, friend. Yeah, it's hard when you first start, Monita. I know you understand. I mean, anyone who does this, it's like, but bed for you too. Right on, Brad. Thanks for coming by, brother. Cheers to you, Brad Kearney. I will see you again, my 71 friend. So Charles, I'm turning you blue. So the next time you speak in the chat, hopefully you will have a blue wrench. So yeah, he in the picture, very feminine features though, if I do say so. Oh, I was blocking the light. Sorry. You can see it better if I don't put the drink there. I wonder if I have any other fun coins to show you. I think I'm just going to sit back now and relax. And Blue Family Group, that's right, Chuck. I'm glad that you're here, but I'm also glad that I was able to notice it. Send you a pic of the Mercury. I will. Okay, I need to think right now quick what Gail asked me. Let me show you guys Gail Marie's painting, and I really like it. And it's of my favorite, well, besides, they're not my favorite flowers, these are my second favorite flowers. Lilies, stargazer lilies. My favorite flowers are lilacs, as I had mentioned before, but let me show you. Here it is. No, that's not it. Okay. Blow up. So this is Gail Marie's painting, and it's not oil, it's watercolor, and watercolor is quite a difficult medium to paint in. So I don't know. I think it's gorgeous. I don't know if the colors will translate, but you can get a gist of it, and you definitely have talent. I like it, Gail. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful, Gail. Well done. Keep painting, because you got the gift. You got the God-given gift. Yep, it is fantastic, Allie. It's really... Who else is going to bed? Spray Can, good night, brother. I love you. You know that, and I can't wait to... If if you can like video any of the haunted house, that would be great, and post it, because if you could show us like what you've done, and because I know like you've gotten huge splinters in your finger, and like, you know, it's a labor of love for you, I know, and it's all for the kids. So if you're able to capture any of it, or if your son is, Elusive Studios, please like post it, because I know I'd be interested in, and I would promote it, you know, show people, I would share it, I mean. So good night, Spray Can, my man. I'm really behind in the chat. This is my Brazil hat, so I love Brazil. Oh, and then I got the Radiohead button right there from Amnesiac. It's like the guy crying. Hell yes, I'm doing this thing. I'm moving this way. Please enjoy. Hell yes. Allie, do you like Beck? That was a Beck song. Hell yes. Beautiful lilies, yeah, they absolutely are. Yeah, she does have talent, Brittany. It's really nice. Night Fail. Who's Fail? Well, good night, Fail. I'm not sure who that is. Robert, I found a penny like that yesterday. No data or nothing. Only has unum on obverse. Yeah, it probably was a Greece strike through, Robert, if I had to guess, and it just didn't. Some of the letters don't come out, and that's like in God We Rust on that quarter. There's a strike through Greece on the T, so it just looks like In God We Rust instead of In God We Trust. So that can happen easily on coins. I hear the helicopters circling. I don't know if you guys pick up on that. I'm a natural entertainer. I grew up in a family, you know, we're Italian and Greek, and we kind of have this. But I also did grow up on stage, quite honestly, Gail. My parents produced and directed, and like did hair and makeup and costumes and all that stuff for plays, musicals for like 14 years. So I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill? Yeah, Richard. In the time of chimpanzees, I was a monkey. Butane in my veins and my mouth to cut the junkie with the plastic eyeballs. Spray paint the vegetables, dog food skulls with the beefcake pantyhose. Killer headlights that put 'em in neutral. Stock car flaming and the loser in the cruise control. Babies in Reno with the vitamin D. Got a couple of couches, asleep on the love seat. Someone keeps saying I'm insane to complain about a shotgun wedding. Stain on my shirt. Don't believe everything that you breathe. Get a parking violation and a maggot on your sleeve. So shave your face with some mace in the dark. Saving all your food stamps and burning down a trailer park. Yo. Cut it. Soy un panador. I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you get crazy with the cheese whiz? There you go, Dr. Love. That's Loser by Beck. Joy and pain, pump it up, and sunshine and rain, pump it up. Joy and pain, pump it up, and sunshine and rain. No, I don't remember that one, Allie. Yes, that was a fun one. Yeah, Monita Republic. Do your link again, please, for Gail Marie. Can't fly. Thanks, Brittany. I mean, oh shit, Jack found me. Good. I'm glad people are subscribing, Rev. you know? Keep passing that, you know, positivity around. That's what we do here. Here we go. That's the good stuff. You're the good stuff, Allie Shoemaker. You are the good stuff. No lie. You guys are all so rad, honestly. This is like, this is funny. Joy and pain. I gotta look up the rest of those lyrics, man. I wanna sing it. I wanna sing it to the top of my lungs so that my neighbors hate me. It's only 7:30. They love me anyways. Like, I'm not worried about them. Joy and pain. I want to see who sings it, or yeah, who sings it too. Joy and pain. Maze from the Bay Area, so just north of here. M-A-Z-E. The Lord is funny. Yeah, He maketh me crack up in deep waters. I don't know. Joy and pain lyrics. Here we go. Yeah, the Lord is funny. He's a badass. Okay, full lyrics. I don't remember how the cadence goes for the verses. Remember when you first found love, how you felt so good, kind thing, or kind that lasts forever, more so thought it would. Suddenly the things you see got you hurt so bad. How come things that make us happy make us sad? Well, it seems to me that joy and pain and sunshine and rain. So, yeah, those are the beginning lyrics, but I sure can't remember how the beat goes. Yeah, and if you do visit Monita, make sure that you do leave a comment in the video so that you're entered for the 500 likes giveaway. And one of them, I will give you a little clue. There's three gifts for the giveaways. They're all great, trust me. But number one, it's a Morgan silver dollar. I like those. So yeah, he's giving away a Morgan, 1800s Morgan, not a 1921. Yeah, they are nice giveaways, Brittany. It's a big jam, Allie. Absolutely. It's my jam. It's our jam now. We thank you for requesting it, Allie. I really hadn't thought of that song in 20 years, honestly. But it came right back to me, and I was like, pump it up, pump it up. Oh, it's not a secret. It was a secret. I have Morgans. Morgan's silver dollars are my favorite. They have nothing to do with Monita Republic. Go to Monita Republic's website now, that website, channel, and you'll see what the gifts are, what the giveaways are, because I actually forgot. Peanut butter jelly, and a baseball bat. We jamming? Alright, we're jamming. I wanna jam it with you. We're jamming, and I hope you like jamming too. What year is my favorite? You know, Gary, I like the 1879, honestly, because it was the first one I found. Or it was the first one that was actually given to me, and my ex-girlfriend at the time actually found it in the yard of, and this is in the city, so it's not like someone's, house yard. It was like kind of like in between the sidewalk and the street type yard, and she found it there. It was 1879 S. I'm pretty sure. It's been a while since I've looked at it, but I just, for some reason, and I think I'm quite sure that that's the first year, correct me if I'm wrong, Rev Robert or anyone else, I think 1879 was the first year of strike of the Morgan. But I know there's like varieties on them. I gotta look it up now. I'm quite sure though, but I know that there's like varieties in the 79s. I mean, good. Jack subscribed, and also check out Jack's. And Jack, put your thing up, because Jack just did a new video as well, and he's like 3 videos now into the YouTube community and actually posting content. So throw your channel up too, Jack Allman. I have checked out all of his videos. All right, here we go. Morgan Silver Dollars. What do I remember about you? Do 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 do. There they are. I was wrong. 1878. I had a feeling it was 1 year before. So they started in 1878, the Morgan Silver Dollars. But mine's well, I have other ones, but my favorite one is 1879, and it's not really a rare date per se. But yeah, 1878 to 1921. I can do a video on it, so anything except bras, G-strings, and tampons. Alright, well, we'll go to other stations for that then, I guess, Robert, but we'll go to yours for everything other than those things. Alright, so 79... Well, actually, yeah, 1879, Carson City, there's a thing, the cap dye. So there's a variety in there, and a clear CC. But yeah, I have an 1879S, which there's 2. There's a reverse of 1878, and there's a reverse of 1879. So I think I need to check mine again. But yeah, I love Morgans. No, she didn't find a metal detector. It was just kind of sitting there. Somebody dropped it, Gary Booty. She sure didn't have a metal detector. It was just kind of there. I don't know if it was like on the surface or just kind of, I don't know. And it was a family that she was nannying for. My YouTube has always been private because I'm a bit hippie with things. Yeah, that's all right. All right, silly gal. Much love and be well, cinnamon girl. I wanna live with the cinnamon girl. I could be happy the rest of my life with the cinnamon girl. Good night. See you soon. Okay, Jack. Well, back to work. See you in a little while. Oh, what is my best Morgan? I have a couple Carson Cities, Shannon. So those are my best. Those are my favorites, and those are my best ones. They're not the best condition by any means, but they're the most valuable and the most special to me, just because they came from Carson City, Nevada, and the hoard of silver and the story behind it and all of that. Oh, like I can't tell you're a hippie. Sarcasm is cutting tonight. Yeah. I've seen some of your videos, but they're of your kids and stuff, Allie. I understand. Yeah, Gail, you do the ones. You do the ones with the bras and the G-strings, and he'll do the chainsaws. That's funny. You just ordered 17 BU Morgans. Oh man, that's a good order. Right on, Stephen. Much love to you and Emma and the lady. And your coins are on the way. And like I said, I found a couple more. You might be surprised. So I hope you're surprised and happy with the coins I sent you. And I'm really happy, and I was surprised with what you sent me. So thank you again. Much love to the Sosas, the new Sosa family. You have a lot of oak to cut in RRC. Rural Route, Connecticut. I don't know what RRC means, Gary. I have a lot of oak to cut in. There are things you worry about being a hippie chick, because I do energy work, so fire and energy work is kind of weird. Yeah, no, I can understand that too. You don't want everyone to be in on it, or it kind of can taint it or affect it, I bet. The energy, yeah. It'll alter the energy. Be safe as well. God bless you, Stephen, and the Sosa family. "1865 was the first minted one for release. Oh, not for release, but the first one was 1878. Okay, so 1865. Gal, those have to be valuable if you could find one of those. In 1865. Are you able to find those, Rev? Oops, 1875. Okay, 75, so 3 years before the initial release. Oh, okay, that was for the Reverend. Sorry, Gary, it's hard for me to keep track of who's talking to who, but thank you for clarifying. A little hood, but a hippie at heart. Yeah, it's a good mix, Brittany. Yeah, I had a feeling, Charles or Chuck, that you work with energy and Agni yoga. I'm not sure, but that's really cool. Yeah, and I wanna talk to you more about that, Chuck. Have to. I know you've studied like a lot of people that I'm interested in, and people that I don't know that I'm sure I would be interested in. I started doing Iyengar yoga to begin with, which I'm thankful for, because it was slower, and it just held, the asanas longer, and so I knew kind of how to be in the pose before I started like doing flow and I don't know, just that type of quicker yoga. And so I know a lot of people like will tear their rotator cuffs or things because they'll go from plank to chaturanga and back to down dog, and they won't be in the proper alignment. So thankfully Iyengar helped me to kind of have a foundation at least of the poses or the asanas before I started going quicker and going from one end to the other and in a more fluid fashion. Yoga of inner fire. So a lot of breathing, Charles, like Chuck, like diaphragm breathing and things like that, or Mom made me go get a box when I was 12. I haven't been the same since then. Yeah. Hey son, go get me some tampons at the store, and get yourself a candy bar too while you're at it. All right, Mom. That's so funny, Robert. Tesla rules. Yeah, Nikola Tesla. Dr. Love. Do I like the new Eagle 2021 designs? The ASEs, Monita? I don't know if I've seen them yet. Let me look at them quick. 2021 ASE. The new design, here we go. New design to debut in 2021. See, no, I wasn't aware of them, Monita. Let me look at it. Ooh. So there's an eagle on the obverse and reverse? Yes, a meditation with light and intent. Okay. So, do you mean intent like visual imagery, Chuck? Or do you work at all with visual imagery? And also, Allie, do you work at all with visual imagery? It's only a sketch of what they're considering, Monita? Okay. I mean, I have the Mint website pulled up. So, are they considering doing an eagle on the obverse and reverse of the new ASE and not Lady Liberty? Because I think there would be a bit of an outcry. But I mean, who knows? Joe H in the house. What's up, guy? It's good to see you, brother. I'm glad that you made it. The reverse is an eagle, but in the gold it looks like an obverse. Okay, the reverse is an eagle. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'll be interested to see what they look like. Yeah, you just saw them yesterday, Chuck. Yo. Speaking of which, where's Yo Adrian? Let me text him. I thought he would be here. Is he in? Has anyone seen Yo Adrian here in the chat? Nope. I talked to him earlier. We talking piece of Morgan dollars? We were talking Morgans a little bit ago, Joe, and we were talking about the new design for the American Silver Eagle that comes out next year. Yeah, I haven't seen him. Yo, Adrienne is not in the house. Any of you guys drink coconut water? I didn't like coconut at all growing up, but I've really come to love coconut water. Don't know if any of you guys do, but it's yummy. You got a few Morgans, but your best is the ugliest. It needed more love. You drink a lot of coconut water, Joe? Yeah, it's hydrating. I mean, it's like it's nature's Gatorade without like all the sugar and the whatever else, but it's totally hydrating. Here's you, Adrian. What's up with you, brother? Oh, he's coming. Yo, Adrian is on his way. Stay tuned. Sheena! Oh, Oh, Sheena's hanging out with the family. You gotta get you a bottle. It is really good, honestly, Gary Booty. There's Harmless Harvest is really good too, but it's really expensive. The brand Harmless Harvest. There's a couple others too. This is just the Whole Foods brand that they have out here, and on the West Coast, Whole Foods. But yeah, if you're ever feeling really dehydrated or lethargic or dizzy, you drink some coconut water, and it really brings you around. Yeah, I had to sing the welcoming song to you, Sheena. Whoa, boy. Well, the Silver Eagles are okay for 2021, but the Morgan 20, yeah. Hot, daddy, hot. The Morgans are hot. I said hot, daddy, hot. Morgans are hot. It does not taste yummy. I didn't used to think so, Allie, but I actually do now. If it's cold, especially on a hot day, coconut water. I don't know. You have Whole Foods there in Iowa? Cool, Charles. Remember, ugly Morgans need love too. Yep. Just like people. You buy from Costco. It's an acquired taste. Your wife hates it. Yeah. My girlfriend doesn't like it at all either, Joe. Or Allie. Oh no. Don't do it. I won't drink it anymore. Okay. I have my beer. It's beer now. But I have to kind of balance the two. I drink a lot of water as well, but I throw coconut water in as well, like into the mix, just to kind of stay hydrated in a different way than water can do. Allie, I didn't forget. I will send you a picture of the 1944 Mercury with the grease strike through. That's a tough transition. It's like, I don't know. It's a steel trap in there, Joe. Somehow they don't fight with each other. Like I really don't get. I don't get a battle going in my belly when I typically don't add. I'll if I'm drinking some beer, I'll usually not drink coconut water, but I didn't drink enough of it today because I have probably that much left of today's that I haven't drank yet, so I'm trying to catch up. So yeah, normally I don't mix the two. The Ugly Scarface 1888 Morgan needs some love. Come to me. Was that one of mine, Patrick? Or is that one that he's talking about? Because it's terrible. That was crazy though. Over the weekend, Saturday, when I did the, I know, Allie. When I did the auction and I found that really great die crack, like on the obverse and the reverse, and Jay was here at the time, Robert was here, a bunch of you were here, and Mary ended up getting it, Mary Belial, and but I didn't even realize it because that was one of those were kind of the newer Morgans or the newer batch of Morgans that I had gotten, so I hadn't had those that long, so I was kind of like, all right, fine. I'm okay getting rid of these ones and auctioning them off, but man, I was really surprised when I saw that all those die cracks, and I saw them just as you guys did for the first time because I really hadn't put them under the microscope. I just kind of like saw them, held them, didn't really inspect them closely. So I was happy to see them, and also happy that she got a good deal on it probably too. And I don't know if she's gonna I'll have to ask her if she plans on grading it or not, but I would think it would be a good one to grade maybe for the error. You're good with wine? Wine is fine, but liquor's thicker. Do I like Pacific Northwest IPAs? Yes, I do, Gary. I'm West Coast IPA kind of guy. I like really hoppy, more of the West Coast style IPAs, Gary. Definitely. Most definitely. Uh, Deschutes Brewery I really like. I'm sure you're probably familiar with Deschutes. Fresh Tracks. I believe they're in Oregon. Pretty sure. Can't probably thicker too. Wine's fine, but liquor is quicker. Oh, liquor's quicker. I was close. It rhymed. I went with it. But thank you, Brittany. You're right. Wine's fine, but liquor's quicker. I said thicker, probably. I don't know. Ding. Yes, it was a 21. It was a 1921, and that was like the nicest condition, Allie, of the five Morgans. I mean, it was the shiniest. It was probably in the best best gradable condition, just as a coin itself. But then now it has those die cracks to go with it. So yeah, it was. I mean, it was exciting. The whole auction I think was fun, and I will do another one soon. When I get my new computer, I'll do the new auction. And there will be. I'll do some other things too. I'll be. Everybody's brewing nowadays. I know, Gary. There's a lot of choices, which is nice. It's like, and you know, we're talking about wine because I know Allie loves wine, but now like microbreweries, there's like wine connoisseurs or sommeliers. They, they're kind of like beer sommeliers now, and I don't know if you can even use that with. It's probably more like descriptive just to wine, but of the like, there are connoisseurs of craft beers now because there are so many, and they really have raised the bar in terms of quality and just creativity of beer. Beer has come a long way just recently with all the craft and microbreweries. Packaging stuff is a lot of work, Michelle. Absolutely. Yeah, so the day after the auction, it's like, holy crap, I got, all this stuff, but that's okay. Holy shiznit, Hangin. Did I show you my 70s proof rainbow? No, you told me about the rainbow, Allie, but you haven't. If you're able to get good pictures of it, send it to me, and if not, like maybe put it on a video and send it to me, or just send it to me. No, I'm just kidding. Then send it to me and I'll look at it and I'll send it back. I'm glad you had a good time, Sheena. It was fun. I really wasn't sure if I'd be able to pull it off just because it was just me, but you guys really helped, like I said, and I really had a good time too. So I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that, Sheena. I'm all with don't dig the coconut water. I eat it, but drinking it is yuck. Do you ever put in a smoothie? Put in a smoothie with some fruit, Rev. It'll be much more palatable, I think. Yeah, pow for sure. I like microbreweries. Yeah, and wine. More wine probably. Okay. Yeah. I go more for beer, but I definitely like wine too. My brother made dandelion wine. Ugh, don't drink it. Yuck. I've had dandelion root tea, which is actually really good for your liver. If you guys didn't know, dandelion is actually really good for your liver function. So I drink dandelion tea, but I don't think I would drink dandelion wine. Thanks for the heads up, Tina. We live in the IPA winery paradise. You live in Pacific Northwest, I take it, Gary? Washington or Oregon? Barf. I'll go Miller Lite or Chardonnay. Really gross. Yeah, that sounds awful. I made dandelion wine with your father-in-law. How did yours turn out, Mike? New Hampshire Gold Prospector. It's very bitter. Yeah. I could imagine, because I would imagine they'd make it from the root, and the dandelion root is bitter because the tea is bitter, but I drink it because it's good for my liver. Burdock tea I drink. Ginger tea. Ginger tea is really good for your stomach. If you ever have any stomach issues, drink ginger tea or eat ginger. Ginger is like really good if you have any stomach issues, gut issues. Has anyone tried Jamaican flower water? Good for you. Good for your kidneys, not bad. I have not, Brittany. I have never heard of it, actually. The fruitier wine, the better for you, Michelle? Right on. Has that been evaluated by the FDA? Yeah, what, the dandelion wine? Probably not. That's why people are making it at home, Joe, because it's not approved. You're drinking pink Moscato. Cheers. All right, Michelle. My lady likes Moscato as well. Potent if aged, Tina. My mom used to make it. Washington State. Cool, Gary. That's rad. It was so long ago you can't remember, Mike. That's okay. Don't worry. New Hampshire. It's all right. But yeah, it's interesting. You have that connection too of make. I've never even heard of dandelion wine. So you just take the milk thistle. Okay. Grandma eats salads of dandelion. Yeah, good for her, Monita, because dandelion is actually really healthy for you, and especially liver function, like I said. Jamaican flower, do you smoke it too? Acapulco Gold. Yo, I got some Sensimilia for you, man. You're so funny, Joe. Joe H in the house. Aloe vera is good for your stomach too. Yes, and they're actually and for burns, obviously, as you know, Chuck. But there's coconut water too that has coconut water with aloe vera, like chunks of it in there, which occasionally I'll get because I just for the properties that you're mentioning as well, Charles. But that's good to know too that it's good for your gut, your stomach. We'll have to recall the actual name of it. My mind is blank right now. Oh, welcome to my world, Tina. It's okay. My mind goes blank often too, especially on live streams. She's 94. Oh, I love that, Monita. To Monita's grandma, who's 94. Cheers, Monita's grandma. Love you. What a wonderful thing, like, to live to 94 and for you to be able to, be with her all these years, and that's awesome. All right, Rev. You'd be listening. You'd be growing your own garlic for years. It's yummy. We've started to do some of that, Gary, too. Gary Booty. We'll get shallots or something, and we'll we'll plant them, and we'll I'll cut the bottom off of a head of lettuce, and then I'll sprout it and regrow it and eat. I think that's really important to kind of do. I'm on use moment. No problem, Joe H. No problem. Yeah, man. Yes, 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 I do. Tina, I don't think he's leaving. He was just going away from his computer. He's probably searching some Morgans, if I had to guess. You're welcome. Cheers to your grandma. I love that. Like, honestly, grandparents are to be treasured, and just like I don't know. I'm really happy that and I can just sense that you love your grandmother so much, and that came through clearly. So much love to your grandma and to you, Monita. You gonna sell some of your quarter rolls and open them up so I can get some W's? I did last night. I sold 3 of them, Shannon. I sold 1 to JS, I sold 1 to Mel Lane, and I sold 1 to Jack Gallman. So yeah, I'm happy to share. Cheech and Chong. I was talking about this last night. Let me see if it's right in my favorites. I'll show you, because hold on one second, Joe. Favorites. No, it's not. But oh well. It was a picture of Chong on the golf course. It's good for everyone to grow a garden. Yeah, I mean, learn to grow your own food. Learn to clean your own water if you have to. How to with the stones and the everything, and filter your own water. Yeah, it's important to do that. Getting ready to plant the end of the month. Be ready next July. Nice. Yeah, so you do as well, Gary. I'll show you guys quick, and then I'm going to use the restroom. But so, like, here's an example of the whoops. Shallots. You cut them, and green onions, and then you just put them, and you grow them. You grow them again. So we do a lot of stuff like this because we live in the city. We can't just go outside and plant stuff outside. I mean, we could, like, if we had boxes and planters like that, but we just do stuff like this inside, and it kind of works out. So yeah, just one example of what you can kind of do. Your favorite scene from Cheech and Chong is when he's in a straitjacket and he's scooching all over the rubber room on his body. Anyone know the line that comes after that? Oh man, I will think about it when I'm in the bathroom, but I'm sure somebody will answer it by the time I get back. One of my favorites is when it's Itchy Scratchy and Guido Hakalugi, when the invisible man, I think it's Nice Dreams, when they're wrestling, and it's Guido Hakalugi versus the Invisible Man. I think it's 3 words. I can't think of it right now, Joe. You know it. I know. I know. Does Chong say it or does Cheech say it? Oh man, I think I got road rash. Was it Chong or was it Cheech? Hey man. Hey man, I think I burned my butt, man. Good night, Charles. Much love, Chuck. I will talk to you soon. It's great to see you. Cheech says it. Okay, my My something itch. My... Oh, man! My jock itch! No, my jock itch? I don't know, Joe. Anybody else know in the chat? Mary, Mary, quite contrary. How does your garden grow? My jock itch? Okay. Oh man, my jock itch! Because he's like trying to scratch it because he's in the. That's right. Oh man, my jock itch! Fuchi capestra, my eyes are burning. Is that a line too from it? Fuchi capestra, my eyes are burning. Shall we go to the videotape? I can post a link. Yeah, put it on the. Put it on there. That'd be funny. Can't remember. It's been too long since I've watched it. I'd like to see it again. Yeah, I'm gonna excuse myself for a second, you guys, and Joe will post a link to Cheech and Chong so that you can visit that in my absence, and I will catch up with you guys after you see Cheech and Chong. Thank you, Joe H. Hi, I'm back. I have my snacks and I have number 3. So this one is interesting. Higher plane. Meditative IPA. So this is Higher Plane IPA, Haze Imperial IPA. This one is a serious beer. I will tell you what the alcohol content is in just one second. 8.5% alcohol. But it tastes yummy. So, Voodoo Ranger, higher plane. You live in the suburbs? I do not. I grew up in the suburbs, Gary, and now I live right in the middle of the city. He's gone to the can, man. I went to... Well played, Mike. Mike, New Hampshire. Gold prospecting. Can went to the can, man. That is right. Oh, you had never seen that one, Moneta? Did you just watch the Cheech and Chong? That's awesome. I'm glad that you did that, Joe. I hope you... Hey, I'm glad you're back, you Adrian. Oh, good, you did post it, Joe. That's awesome. Oh my god, I'm laughing so hard, I'm crying. Cheech and Chong were so good. I know, man. Oh my god. Okay, so this is from Up in Smoke, I believe. But when the woman starts snorting Ajax, and she's like, and it's Ajax, and then she's like, and she's like, she starts freaking out because she just snorted Ajax. Tell me if you guys have seen that scene, because you may have to look that one up and watch it, because that one is like embossed in my memory from when I was a kid. On info overload at the moment. Right on you, Adrian. It's cool. I'm glad you're here, though, and you were able to come chill out with us for a bit. Your wine is 9%? Right on, Michelle. You know what I'm talking about. I'm on a higher plane, but not from alcohol. Cool, Miss Linda. I mean, whatever. And like I said, I'm not trying to, and I don't know if, like, I'm just kind of as, like, a somewhat of a disclaimer. Yeah, like, just... everybody has their own way of celebrating, and or dealing with things in life, and I definitely am not trying to throw alcohol in anybody's face by any means, and if you're not a drinker, I'm not by any means promoting anything, but I'm just this is kind of what I enjoy to do, but I don't do it to I think you know what I'm saying. Steel Reserve. Ooh, I think is that like malt liquor? Yucky, but yeah, it's malt liquor, I think, Tina. And that it does have a high. It's like Old English or malt or Colt 45. Those are Mickey's. They're malt liquor, and they're really high in alcohol content. But man, they taste terrible. Stop. Is it true certain states only? Yes, Michelle. I lived in Salt Lake City. 3.2% alcohol only, and I'll tell you guys. And parts of Colorado. And if Gail were here, she could confirm or deny that. But I can confirm that I lived in Salt Lake City for a few years, and it's a 3.2% state, and what that means is in the grocery store, you can't buy wine, you can't buy a bottle of scotch, you can't buy rum, you can't buy tequila, you can't buy anything like that. All you can buy is beer that is 3.2% alcohol only per beer, by volume, not by weight. So to get a bottle of Tanqueray or whiskey or champagne or wine or a regular, beer that, you'd get anywhere else, you have to go to a state-run liquor store, and all the beer is out, and you can buy a 6-pack of beer, but you have to buy each beer individually. So say you want to get a 6-pack of this Voodoo Ranger, it's going to cost you like $10, $12 for a 6-pack, because each one is going to be $2.75, $3.25 per beer, and you pay per beer. So you can hold a 6-pack and carry it out like a 6-pack, but first of all, they're warm because they don't refrigerate any of their beer or their wine, white wines, rosés. or their champagne. They don't refrigerate anything in the state liquor store because they think it's gonna promote drinking and driving if you buy it and it's cold, of course, right? Because that's what Mormons think. And I'm not. I'm just saying it the way it is. That's really the way it was, and I do have an opinion about that. You know, about the Mormon Church, but I won't express it right now. But that's what it was like living there. And thankfully there was a counterculture that, I met some good people, and actually I was actually really good friends with a microbrewer for Uinta Brewing, and they made Cutthroat Pale Ale, which was really good. But it was an interesting place to live. I'll just put it that way. And it was 3.2% alcohol, unless you went to a liquor store and got robbed. The altitude, well, I don't think it's about the altitude. I think it's about the Mormon Church, honestly, Adrian, because they're not lowering the alcohol content because of the altitude. They're lowering it because the Mormons control everything there. Right on, Miss Linda. Yeah, me too. To the beer name. Yeah, I'm not sure, and I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to be, especially if people, don't drink for a reason because they used to, and I don't want to, I just, like I said, I want to be sensitive to people, but also be myself. So thank you for understanding, and I'd be doing that too. I'd just be doing that. I'm still behind in the chat, so let me get who to sponsor my channel, Allie? Oh, this is, yeah, I'll try to get this beer. Yeah. This episode of Can was brought to you by Voodoo Ranger, the new, I gotta hold the product better, I guess. I gotta get a little better at that. Higher Plane by New Belgium. They're out of Colorado, so you know they're good. Higher Plane by New Belgium. This is a paid advertisement by Can Collectibles. Pinot Noir I get is 13% from Barefoot. Yeah, Barefoot Wines. I'm familiar with them, Michelle. Oh my God, the Salt Lake City. Yeah, it was an interesting place to live. Utah wasn't for me either, Joe. It was a stepping stone. There were a bunch of friends that I grew up with that I went to college with in New York, and I knew I always wanted to go to LA, and so a lot of them, there were like 10 of them, like legitimately, and some of them went to the University of Utah. They transferred. I went to a junior college, and then I went to a four-year university, and so they went out there and went to the university, and some just went to be ski bums. They worked at Alta, they worked at Snowbird, the big ski resorts out there. And so I went out there and I skied, and I had fun, but I didn't. My mind and my heart were in California. So I was really glad to leave that behind. And I knew, like I said, it was a stepping stone, and it was just a way to get me out of my hometown, out of moved out, This one is my favorite of the four, by far. So you like the movie Salt Lake City Punk? Yeah. And it has to be made in Utah. Yeah, and that's the thing too. I think, Joe, you're right. And actually, your last name, I believe, is a town in Utah. Layton. I think Layton is a town in Utah. Do you own it? But thankfully, I knew the brewmaster at Uinta, like I said, Uinta, which is the name of the mountains there. the Uinta Mountains, which are gorgeous. It's really a pretty place to live, and it's like, it was so gorgeous to live there, but yeah, the culture was just, seriously, it was bad. There was no culture at all. I ran, so I could have got arrested in the 21st century, 20th, it was the 20th century at that time, the end of the 20th century. I could have been arrested for bootlegging beer, because I went to Nevada. I didn't go to Wyoming, Michelle, but you're close. We wanted to have a party, and I got a keg. I drove my Honda Prelude to freaking Nevada and Wendover, Nevada. It was the closest place, I believe, across the border, Wendover, Nevada, from Salt Lake. And I bought a keg, and I brought it across state lines. And if I would have got caught in Utah, I would have got busted for bootlegging. Seriously. Can-Can's a rebel. I did, Michelle. I don't remember much of it. I know that guy Matthew Lillard, I think, was one of the main actors. He was in like the, I don't know, scary movies, like, or I Know What You Did movies in the summertime. I don't know. Hey, Can-Can, I've brought 5% beer to Colorado once to snow ski, and it totally fucked us up in no time. Reason for altitude warnings. Well, I know, and even when you make brownies, for crying out loud, you have to alter your recipe, it was one of the things I learned when I moved out there. Is like, and I don't know, and I probably learned it when I felt it and was affected by it when I first moved out there. But still, I was like, I just want regular beers, and I don't want to have to pay up the butt for it. But yeah, even if you're making brownies, you have to add like maybe more oil and less eggs, or vice versa, because of the altitude, and less water or something like that. And so yeah, there is a legitimate reason as well, but it's overridden by the powers that own that state. I'll just put it that way. We used to go over the bridge to Jersey to buy gasoline. Yeah, $1 per gallon cheaper, and they sold fireworks too. Yeah, double bonus. Oh my God. So read that statement that you just wrote, Joe. You went across the border to Jersey to get gasoline first, but then you also buy fireworks with the gasoline, because that's a great idea. That's classic. And I don't know if you even realized when you wrote it, but yeah, it's like a double bonus. But wow, yeah, buy gas. Hopefully you weren't buying gasoline and putting it in those little red pails too, next to the fireworks inside of the car. But if not, otherwise I'm sure it was totally safe. You turned out okay. It's a trick. All food is good in drinks. We know, or just know, it's all good. We realize what we think is true. Yeah, it's perception, Allie. If that's what you're talking about, it's a trick on a mind. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't be a stream if he didn't fall down. And he didn't scare me this time, because I saw it, thankfully, in the background. But I guess he wants to stand over there now. I'll let him. But yeah, I think so too, Allie. It's and we get programmed by certain things, but I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. All right, I'm catching up slowly but surely. Have I ever been? I have been to late in Utah. That's why I brought it up, Joe. Well, I'm really far behind with. Okay. Salt of the earth is my favorite wine, so deliciously sweet. Great buzz to the bottle is my glass. That's Mama Juice. The bottle is your glass. They will give you a cup of ice, Joe, to pour it into. That's nice of them. Michigan is great for alcohol. That's good. Yeah, I grew up in New York, and we could go to the. Actually, I was 1 hour or so from Niagara Falls, so I could go over to Niagara Falls, and the drinking age was 19. So I, I, I bootlegged beer before, so I guess I'm old. It was old hat for me. The whole Wendover, Nevada, Utah thing. Your dry white wine makes me sound bitchy. Laughing out loud. Okay, Michelle, I'll watch it again. I'll watch SNL or SNL SL Punk SLC Punk again, and I'll like we'll compare notes. Your son works for Mammoth Mountain. Oh, Mammoth in Rhode Island. Look them up. Uh, oh my God, Slurricane OG Perp. Ooh, I know what you're talking about with OG Perp, Rev. Okay, I have to go look at Brittany Laguna's Can I can talk wines and beer scotch. Just just saying it that way, like I guess. Park City is gorgeous, and Bryce Canyon too. In the summertime, Joe, with the red rocks. Bryce Canyon is really pretty. When I was younger, we took a mountain bike, or not mountain bike, a horseback trail ride through Bryce Canyon, Utah, and it was gorgeous. It was really gorgeous. Yes, Joe, I've been to Joe Layton. I've been to Layton, Utah. I don't remember much about it, but I have been there. Oh, cool. You like the gifts I sent? I don't remember what they were necessarily, Rare Fine or Shane, but I always throw something else in there for you guys. So I had to walk to school today with my first grader, and the teacher says, "Hey, your grandma's here to pick you up." Whoa, that teacher needs to have, I think, a conference with you, Allie. You need to have a conference with that teacher, Allie Shoemaker. I had you at Utah. How so, Adrian? Can bootigles, bootleggables. That's a mouthful. I feel like I have marbles in my mouth. Can bootleggables. Joe, you are on fire tonight. Yes, Joe H. I might have to like make a sticker of that. Can bootleggables with a can of beer, a keg of beer. Yeah, I bet that was so fun, Allie. Jeez. I think I'll make a druzy quartz crystal ring. Oh God, how many times does this have to jump? Okay, here we go. This week. Cool. Make a video of it, Rev, or take pictures and show me, please. I swear I've heard of this. Is this a loop? You've heard of what? Are you having deja vu, Allie? Because then I say milk thistle. Okay. Layton, Utah was named after my fifth great grandfather's brother that founded that town. Well, I had a feeling, Joe Layton. That's rad. How far and what direction, how far from it from Salt Lake is it, and what direction? I want to say it's north, but I can't recall. I only lived there for a couple years. I lived by Memory Grove, up by the Capitol building, and I also lived up East Canyon, um, which was really cool. I loved living there. And I also lived at first. I lived right by Trolley Square, or Trolley something or other, like 7th East and um, 5th South, maybe something like that. That's what I loved about Salt Lake, though, was it was a grid system. It was so easy to find my way. Ms. Linda, how many states have I lived in? You've lived in 8? Oh, I haven't lived in that many. I've lived in 3, really. New York, Utah, and Cali. But wow, 8 states. Thankfully, I mean, we were stable growing up. Like, my family was, like, we didn't move, thankfully, so that's why I haven't lived in that many. But I've lived at a lot of different, I've moved a lot of different places within those, but only 3 states total. They talk about the alcohol problem in SLC Punk, but it's a good movie, yeah. And I know that they had to loosen it up because of the Olympics. The Olympics were in 2002, and I got out before the Olympics came, thankfully, because they were, building and preparing for the Olympics, and I didn't really want to be around during that and the Europeans were pissed, and then they really put pressure. I don't know who, somebody lobbied the the council people or whatever of Salt Lake City, and they did turn it around because, okay, I gotta tell you guys, kind of, let me get caught up with this, and then I'll tell you quick what it was like back then. Layton's about 10 miles north of Salt Lake. Okay, so I was right. Yeah, so I worked in Bountiful, Joe, which is north of Salt Lake. So I lived in Salt Lake, but I worked at a hospital in Bountiful, Utah, which is probably right near where Layton is. Have another stream tomorrow when you read this in 5 minutes. When I read it in 5 minutes. Are you going to bed, Michelle? No, I'm actually back now. So if you're going to bed, I love you, Michelle Jackson. And you're somebody gave you a silver quarter that you're gonna get, and I threw something else in probably for you. So thank you again, and I love you, girl. Read, Forrest, read. I know. I'm caught up. I'm caught up. So what I will tell you guys is, when I was living there before the Olympics came, if you wanted to get a glass of wine at dinner, say, or a mixed drink at wine. Good night, Brittany. I understand. Be safe as well, and peace and love to you. Love you, Brittany. If you wanted to get a glass of wine at dinner, if you wanted to have a normal beer at dinner, if you wanted to have a glass of wine or a cocktail of any kind, whether at dinner or at a club, you had to be a member of the club. And what that meant is you had to pay membership dues, yearly, annual membership dues. First of all, to be a member of the club, to even get into that club, or restaurant, even, like, and restaurants weren't like that, but to be able to drink in a restaurant, you had to be a member of that restaurant. So you could eat there, but you couldn't order a glass of wine unless you were a member of that restaurant, and that cost you like $30 at least a year or something like that. Moreover, then you had to pay for your drink. You could only get like one at a time. I mean, not obviously, but they were really stringent about it. They did metered pours, so there were no free pours by any means. It doesn't matter how cool your bartender was or how much you tipped them. They couldn't. They're on camera, and they were metered pours, so everything was beyond strictly regulated, and it was just, they made it as difficult as it could get, really, to drink in their state, or at least in that city. I didn't venture too far out unless I went unless I went into the mountains, or unless I went somewhere into the Red Rocks or something. But
but you really, and if you went to a nightclub, you had to be a member of that nightclub, which cost you dues, and then you had to, and they, they weren't, the drinks weren't cheap either, and they were not strong. Yeah, show off that ring, Robert. That would be fun to see. All right, let me check my phone. I'm getting a text from my friend. Oh, it's from Allie. Ooh. And she's got me in the background. Wow, and it's an S. Okay, so this is from Allie Shoemaker. And it's got me in the background. And man, you're not going to be able to pick up the colors on this quarter, but it is absolutely gorgeous with the toning. Ooh, and I have the reverse too, but I hope you guys can pick up on some of it. It's really, really pretty. And Allie, how J&B don't, send no junk or don't give no junk? Allie don't have no junk because I've known Allie for a bit now, and she has some really nice looking coins. And the ones that I got, oh my god, in the video, rainbow. Yeah, it's a rainbow. It's an absolutely gorgeous rainbow, you guys. The toning is to die for. Man, can't y'all see it? You can't see the tone. Damn it, Joe. I'm trying, my brother. It's the lighting, but Joe, I'll send you. Oh, you'll be able to see it, Joe. I'll send you a text of it. Your grandnieces live in Salt Lake City, and their mother is Mormon. You see a little bit of the violet, Joe. I'll send you, like I said, the pictures, and you'll know what I'm talking about. And their mother's Mormon. Yeah, I don't know anything. I don't know a lot about it, Joe. Actually, though, my mentor at the hospital that I worked at, she was Mormon, and she was kind of a Jack Mormon because she didn't necessarily, she wasn't outcast or blackballed by the church, which a lot of people are, if they speak out or if they do stuff that's not copacetic in their eyes. But I'll send it to him for sure, Allie. But she told me kind of, some insight about the foundation and about kind of her experience with it, and then I met some other people. That one of my best friends that I met there was definitely a Jack Mormon, which they call themselves, or which they're called. And he definitely, and he went on a mission as well. He's my age, and he actually went on a mission and then just got back and was like, and went the opposite direction, just totally rebelled and was like, this is not for me at all. Yeah, it's a 1970 S, Gary Booty. I'll show it again for you guys. But he told me a lot about the church and how he was raised, and about the going on a mission and what that meant to him. And I listened. I was just I just listened to what his experience was, but I saw how it changed him, and I saw how it changed him since he said that, and the years that I've known him, how he was raised in that environment, kind of. It changed who he became, and it was vastly different than how he was raised. I'll just put it that way. Picture. Okay, so I will just go bigger on the coin again, but that's Okay. Richard, I'll email you my phone number. Just hold on one second. She left the church for a while and lived here with me, and then went back. So she could see her parents and siblings. I hear you, Joe. Like, families have been. I've heard that story, and I'm not sure if that's exactly what you're saying, but yeah, people have been outcast, and to me that just seems really intolerant, and that doesn't seem very loving, Christian-like, and that's really all I'll say. But that really was the experience that I had. That it was just kind of, it was too judgmental for me, because I know that Mormon families wouldn't let their kids play with kids that weren't Mormon, and to me that was just like, there's the reverse. Yeah, I agree, Joe. It's a little bit like that. And I'm familiar with the Pennsylvania Dutch, because growing up right near the Pennsylvania border, I see, and I'm familiar with the Amish and the Pennsylvania Dutch community, and I see them at auctions. I see them. I go and I buy donuts from them. I buy produce from them, and we call their. So, do you know what Amish exhaust is? If you know what, okay, this is going to be a giveaway. Hold on a second. I haven't done a giveaway to you guys, and I'm a little bit behind my game, but I just pulled this from my magic place in front of the camera there. And hold on, I have to reboot my camera 1 second. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Scope. Deactivate. Go gadget activate. Ta-da! Alright, it ain't pretty, but he's my brother. He ain't heavy. He ain't pretty. He's my brother. The road is long, with many a winding turn, but there is silver for my family. Alright, you guys, I'm going to give you away this and whatever's behind. Okay, I'm going to give away 2 things, and there will probably be an extra. Horse poop. No, it's not horse poop. It's a cookie. It's a silver cookie. If you don't want it, Adrian, I'll give it to somebody else. But it's a 40% silver $50. Yo, Adrian, I'm gonna sock you. I found it coin roll hunting, Gary. So, I mean, it's not. I don't know. It's kind of. I don't know if it's corroded. I'm not sure. But so hold on 1 second. So I'm gonna give away that, and I'm gonna give away this. Puerto Rico, 2009 state quarter. Just because I like it and it was right there. So the first person in the chat starting now, what is Amish exhaust? What is it? Oh, you already said. All right, too late. I'll do another one. Allie, you're right. Allie got it before I even said it. Or before I even finished it. But that's okay, Allie. You deserve it. So those go to Allie. I'm going to do the same thing now to somebody else. You'll get this one. So, looks like that Kennedy has a hole in his head on that one. I don't know. Let me look at it. You were right, Joe. Yes. So yes, Allie, you win. Joe, you were second, but read above. All right, read yours. Like the whole. All right, like the Kennedy has a hole in its head. All right, so hold on. I think, Adrian, that's probably just dirt. I think that's what you're referring to, buddy. But thank you for. Hold on one second. Yeah, that's some sort of. I don't have my loop right here, but I don't think that's a hole. But it's going to Allie, so she'll know. She'll be able to decipher. Allie's like the homegirl with errors. Rev Robert, does the errors for the guy tribe. We're all the same tribe, but ooh, Joe. Yeah, Joe H. The 1892 is definitely rainbowed. Holy cow. Yeah, Joe, I'm going to show this one quick. Oh, you were joking? Okay. I don't know, man. You told me to go back. Oh, poetically. All right, I got you. I got you, Adrian. Okay, so I got to do this for you guys now because Allie's so quick and I was unprepared. So here we go again. 1967, and see, I have a whole stack of them there. Another Puerto Rico, just like the last one. So Puerto Rico 2019 quarter, along with a 1967 40%er. All right. I got to think of how. While I think of it, let me go to this. Right on, Rev Robert. Love you all as well, or love you as well. And hold on, Rev. Check this out by Joe. I'll send you the picture, Rev. But look at this rainbow that Joe H just sent me. In 1892. Look at that rainbow. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous one. Whew, Joe. That's really pretty. I'll show you your other one, but that one is the stunner. This one has a little bit more, I don't know if it's damage to it, I would say, but it definitely has more wear to it and not as much like of the brilliant rainbowing. But it still has some nice toning going to it. But that last one I showed was gorgeous, gorgeous rainbow. Yeah, I know. The light through the center was the only way to capture the colors. Yeah, no worries. I know it's just a glare. But man, those colors on that last one, Joe, you've got a great coin there. Jack Gallman. Okay, Jack, I'm going to come back to, these are Joe H's coins. And I'm going to go back, Jack Gallman. So check out this rainbow here. Jack Gallman, check out this Morgan from Joe H. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous coin. Whew! Was that one of Grandpa's, Joe? Or is that one that you picked up since you started collecting and getting more into it? Yeah, do you want me to do that right now? Actually, hold on one second. Sure. No? Oh, forward to Allie. Yep, I will right now, Joe. Let me save it, and then... Or I think I can just forward it. Yep, here we go. All right. If I dim the photo screen, okay. Well, I just sent it to you, Allie, so you'll be able to see it. That was your grandpa's? Whew. Awesome. Awesome, Joe. Joe H. By the way, y'all, that's my email for whatever it's worth. Cool. I'll email you, Joe Layton. Hold on. Did you put it in? Okay. Nice. You could maybe see peach in it. It's hard to see. Yeah, I just sent it to you though, Allie, so hopefully you can check it out. You have a lot of mercury dimes like that too, Joe? Whew. I love those type of just brilliant colors and toning on a coin, especially silver coins. Yeah, I would definitely trade you, Joe H, for some of those or one of those even. It's looking into the light. Gary Booty knows what's up. Yeah, it's like crazy nebulous. It does. It's like kind of orbs or out like otherworldly type. Uh, Allie, Joe H has that coin. That's Joe H's coin. Oh, and Joe, I'm gonna send you Adrian's phone number. He would like me to do that. All right, I'm done with my phone. The pick is shitty, just being honest. I didn't take it. He said he had to take it that way though, Allie, because to be able to with the light string or the glare in the middle to be able to get up the pictures or to the colors clearly. Oh my God. God, Joe Layton, I have 20 pounds of mercuries from your grandfather's collection. Ooh, I'll trade with you too if you would like, especially if you have some that look like that. You got it, man. Yo, Adrian. I'll redo. Using an iPhone is quality. Is so quality, man. Yeah. Just mail it to me and I'll take a better look at it. All right? Yeah, I'll be happy to help you out with that. So I need to do a giveaway for everybody else. So hold on. I think now that I'm done playing with my phone, let me get some post-it notes. There they are. Alright, so Allie gets this one, or these two, for the Amish exhaust. I don't even have a, here's a pen. So unprepared. Allie giveaway. Alright, more silver is going your way, my friends. Yeah, I know. What? 20 pounds? I have 2 5-gallon jugs of 1943 pennies of your granduncles. Joe Layton, you've been willed a lot of good coins, my friend. That is awesome. All right, let's give you guys something here. So to remind you, 1967, Philly, silver. It's not in the greatest condition, but it's silver. So you have that, and you also have Puerto Rico, 2009. You want me to give them to Tina? All right, Allie Shoemaker. Tina Fackler. Allie just gifted you her coins, so they're going to you. Allie giveaway, gift to Tina Fackler. All right, Tina. All right, Allie. You got it. So, here you go, my friends and my family. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, no. Okay, I thought I saw something weird. So, 2009, Denver. State quarter. Puerto Rico. And a 1967 Philadelphia $50. How many people are in here? 15, it looks like. All right. So let's do a number 1 to 25. You get one guess. 1 to 25. Closest without going over will win. For the 2 coins. Silver, 1967, $50, and a 2009 Puerto Rico quarter. Closest without going over will win. 1 to 25. Go. Stop. Or no, keep going, I mean. I'm sorry, keep going. It's not like that. Keep going, but only guess once. Sorry, I didn't mean to stop. I was thinking we were playing a different game. Okay, has everybody guessed? I'll wait for about 30 more seconds, but I know there's not a ton of people here, so I think you probably all guessed. So, oh, 1 second, Richard. I'm sorry. I will do it right after this, Dr. Love. Okay, Dr. Love, did you guess a number? You didn't. Richard Chardonnay, guess a number, please. 1 to 25. Stop, go, guess. I love you, I hate you. Come here, go away. I don't mean to send you mixed messages. Yo, Adrian, sorry about that, you guys. I thought we were playing a different game, and I saw the answer. And all right, David Season. Richard, guess a number, brother. If you don't guess the number by the time I am done with this song, then I'm gonna reveal the number. And oh, you did 7. Okay, cool. Oh, got it. Right after. Sorry, brother. I see it. The 7's right after pick. Okay, Shannon's in. All right, everybody's in. Ms. Linda is on a tear. Way to go, Ms. Linda. You hit it with 2. Congratulations, Ms. Linda. You're better rock, paper, scissors. I know I can't play that with so many people, though, Joe. It would take forever. So, Ms. Linda, congratulations, my home girl. You got it at number 2. You hit the nail on the head. And I don't see anybody else who guessed number 2 to tie her. So, congrats, Ms. Linda. You got them. Again, you get the 67, 40% silver. Silver. And the 2009 Puerto Rico quarter. So congrats, Miss Linda. Let me find my pen. And I will put your name here, Ms. Linda. Giveaway. Way to go. All right. So congrats to everybody else too. And I wish everybody could win, but that's just not the way life works, really. I didn't win tonight at all. I got skunked, as Adrian was so happy to point out. No, I'm just playing, but yeah, it's not always about winning. It's just about hanging out and being with good peeps. No, I don't think so, Ms. Linda. Thank you, though. I have it on my my daily replay because I just know I'm going to be sending you something. So no, congrats, Ms. Linda. You're the home girl. All right, Richard, I'm going to email you quickly, and if you send it to me, I will definitely show it. So hold on, Richard. Let me go to your email. Oops, hold on 1 second. All right, Dr. Love, check your email. I just sent it. Woo! Congrats, Miss Linda. You're the homegirl. You are like on fire. And I didn't even think you'd be showing up because I was bummed, honestly, Ms. Linda, when I heard that you were leaving J&B's stream early, and I was like, oh man, because I knew I'd be coming on tonight, and I was like, man, that's too bad Ms. Linda won't be able to come. And then you came and you won. I came, I won. I'm Ms. Linda. That could be your, like, epitaph. Is that what it is? What does your button say on my cap? Oops, wrong side. My favorite band. And one of, besides OK Computer, I think Amnesiac might be my second favorite album of theirs. It's so hard to guess, though, or to pick. Receive it, enjoy it, give it away, and repeat. Yep, try it, it's true. I'm with you, Allie. Joe, I don't know if I have your email, Joe. My email, Joe, I'll put it in here, is cancancollectibles@gmail.com. So if you email me right now, I'll have it, but I'll put it in quick. Yeah, yo, Adrian, I got this at a. I'm gonna show you guys some stuff. If you really like Radiohead, the guy at a flea market. I'll tell you guys a story. But hold on, let me remind me of the flea market in Florida Radiohead story if I forget, because I'm in the middle of trying to figure something out with Richard. You had to check on someone. You were only gone for an hour. Good, Ms. Linda. And I hope they're okay. And I'm glad that you are back and were able to come back. Ms. Linda, you're lucky I'm not warmed up yet. Ms. Linda's on fire, though, honestly, Adrian. So, hold on, because I just got a text, and I think this might be my friend. No. Oh, okay. I think that's... Richard, did you send me something about a FedEx package? Because I just got an email, and I think that's you. So thank you. I know you said you were going to send me something. Okay, so the flea market in Florida. Let me just get the things, and then I'll show you and tell you the story. Okay, so I have been... Are you going to bed, Shane? Good night, Rarefine. Much love, my brother. I'm glad that you came by, and I know I will see you again soon. Oh, and Allie, you're going to bed too. Well, Allie, you know I love you as well, and thank you for everything again. And check out my video if you haven't yet, because you are mentioned and appreciated, and I love you. Thank you, Allie Shoemaker. And good night, and much love to you and your husband and your little boy and your girls. And Thurston Howell III. Yep. Oh, and Rarefine and Allie, I think I'll go on maybe early, normally like the hour and a half before J&B come on. So I meant to say that to you guys. I may come on at the normal time that J&B come on Friday, since he said he's going to be an hour and a half late, or later than he normally is. So keep an eye out for that I may go on at 7 o'clock Eastern time, 4 o'clock Pacific, or 6 o'clock Central. So I went to a flea market in Florida one year, and I didn't pull the trigger. And it was one lesson. This was 15, maybe 20 years ago. And you rock, Allie. I love you, girl. Okay, cool. I hope you do come, Shane. I'll try to post it during the day so that you guys get an alert. If I go on for sure before JMB, I will post it and I'll do a giveaway. I'll give away one of the things that JMB gave me. So it's either the George Washington coin or the uh, half ounce Walking Liberty bullion coin. So. Oh, thank you, Joe. I loved Eddie Van Halen. I grew up on them, and it was pow bam. I'll be there. I know you will, and I'm glad you'll be there. You bring a lot to the family, Allie. Uh, so I I didn't pull. I went to this guy's at the flea market in Florida. I went to his booth, and it was all music. And he had all of these like a bunch, and I think it, and I was in a point in my life where I didn't have a lot of money at all. I didn't have disposable income at all, and not like I'm in much of a different place right now, but I just really didn't have money on me, and it was like I was thinking about having to pay. I was just on my own basically starting out, and so maybe it was longer than 15 years ago. Anyways, but I saw all of these Radiohead. Just this is a Knives Out, but this disc is some of the ones were just for the Asian market, for example, like this one, Pyramid Song. It was made in Australia. So he had in his booth he had a bunch of them of these, and I have a lot of them right here. This one, this is a mini album aimed at the Japanese market. Okay, it says it right at the top here in the red, which you probably can't read, but he had all these really rare imports of Radiohead, like super rare imports with different songs. You know, No Surprises and Pearly, Melatonin. Those are, you know, on OK Computer, I think, and I don't know, but so he just had these like awesome not even bootlegs, but like just different maxi CD single. And I didn't buy them. And the whole year it burned away at me because I didn't. It's okay, Richard. Don't worry about it, brother. I'll see what you look like someday. I'm not worried about it. But it burned at me all year. It ate away at me because I didn't buy the. Carrie, are you back? Love you, Carrie. And I didn't buy them, and I was like, oh, I got to go back to his booth the next year when I go back to visit. And I did, and thankfully all of the CDs were still there. And then he's like, so I bought them, and I told him the story. I was like, God, I was here last year, and I come here to visit every year, and I wanted to get them, and I just didn't have the money at the time, and I got to get them now. And he was like, oh, you should have said something then, and da 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 da. And I was like. And so he basically he said, if you're going to buy all of them, you know, and he just started knocking the price down, and he gave them to me for a really good deal. And then as soon as I was about to walk away, you are back, Carrie. We missed you. As soon as I was about to walk away, he's like, oh wait, if you like that band, I've got something for you. Hold on. And then he came back to me, and he gave me that, and was just like. Yeah, it's Radiohead. Have this button too, and it's faded a ton. It used to be really, really red, but now it's just like that kind of murky, pinkish, you know, sun faded. But yeah, I just thought that was rad. He like, first of all, that they were still there, and I was able to buy them and listen to them, and they're awesome. But then he was like, yeah. I have a button of that band, and he just threw it in. So I've always just rocked it different places. Now it's on my hat, but I've put it, a bunch of different places over the years. But it goes to show, like, sometimes things are meant to be, and they were supposed to land with me. I guess that I was supposed to have them. So I waited a year. I wasn't able to buy them, the first year, and then I came back and I was able to buy them, and then the man gave me this really cool button to go with it. So, it's all the way it's supposed to be. I keep reminding myself that, whenever I can't control something, it's like I just think of situations like that or experiences like that, and it helps me to remember, I guess, is the hardest part, and I know that, and so having the awareness is the first step in the process of changing it, or identifying a problem and then altering your approach to it. But I do believe that like it's all meant to be, and like I needed to think about it that whole year, and like do good things, and good things will come to me, and I'm a true believer in that. So I wasn't able to get them, but they for some reason were meant to be with me, and I kind of held that. I kind of held that flame for them. You know what I mean? It was like I was hoping that whole year that they would be there when I went back, and I thankfully even found that, because it's a huge place. It's like a maze of indoor outdoor vendors, and I found it again and saw the same man, and he kind of remembered me, and he took care of me. It was nice. He really did. Oh no, Joe, your emails won't go through. Okay, I'll email you then. Um, 1 second, Joe. I'll send it right now so that there's no problems. All right. 1 second, you guys. I'm gonna email Joe Layton quick. Joe Layton, 1964. Gmail. Okay. Oops. Come on. Okay, Joe Layton. I just sent something. Hopefully, it just says hello, Joe. Just 1 second. Okay. let me get back to what Can. What happened on JB? Only 2 boxes. They were only planning to do that, Jack, because he has to get up even earlier tomorrow morning than he thought. So Jay just had to call it an early night. And they're going to go on. Also, I'll remind you too. I'll text you or email you that they're going to go on later on Friday night, and they're not sure about Saturday night, but he has like a bunch of days in a row where he has to wake up super early. So that's what happened tonight, Jack Allman. Oh yeah, and the other thing, within collectibles, you're right, Patrick Johnson. Sometimes if you spell it with an A, it won't go through. Oh, you did the same thing, Joe? Okay. So yeah, Patrick, Yeah. Oh, you were on Top Chat? Yeah, I hate it when that's like the default carry to YouTube. They put it on Top Chat. Why even? I don't even know why they have one or the other, because just show everything. They try to filter what they think you would like or something, but that doesn't make sense. Yeah, it's Brazil. That's my favorite team, Gary. Internationally, I grew up a Pele fan. So Pele and Evil Knievel were my heroes growing up, Gary Booty. So yes, it's a full-on Brazil World Cup hat. So yeah, for sure. There's a song that alludes to that, what is meant to be or something. Um, of a Radiohead song. Joe Layton, is that what you're referring to? What is meant to be or something like that. Uh, everything in its right place. In its right place. There are 2 colors in my head. There are 2 colors in my head. What was that you tried to say? What was that you tried to say? Tried to say. Tried to say. Tried to say. Everything. I don't know if that's the song you're thinking of, but I just wanted to sing that one. It's Everything in Its Right Place. I really love that song, but I'm not sure if that's what you were talking about. So what about the U.S. women's team or the Brazilian women's team? Because I'm a fan of the U.S. women's team. They're tough and they're awesome. Evil Rules. No, I don't know that song. If that's a song, Joe Layton, that you were referring to, I don't think I know that one. You like Italy? Well, I'm Italian, Monita, but I just don't like the way the Italians play, because they flop and they're like, oh, and they're just so completely dramatic, and I don't like that style of soccer at all. But again, Neymar is just like that too, and he plays for Brazil, but I'm not a huge Neymar fan because he's like that. I was Pele love, but what about the U.S. women's team? No, exactly. That's what I'm saying, Adrian. I love the U.S. women's national team, but internationally, I've always gone for men's. I've always gone for Brazil. Nobody answered you, Carrie? What did I miss? Why don't we answer Carrie? Baxter. It's funny, I was talking to you a couple times and then fresh. Oh, you, Adrian. You guys will work it out, I'm sure. I don't know who did it and is to be mentioned. Wait. Don't know who did it. What is to be mentioned to be maybe. Oh. That song. You're kind of like ringing a bell with me, and it's like no Evil Knievel. The men's Italy team. No, I know Moneta Republic. Even the men's Italy team to me, like I find them that they just are so dramatic, and I don't know. But I would watch them, like Babetto and those guys back in the day, and I don't know, like I just always have supported Brazil. U.S. my girls. And I was kidding with you too on Brazil because we talked football already. I know. Yeah. Yo, Adrian, and you got that nice Newcastle jersey. And I used to love Newcastle Brown Ale. That used to be my favorite beer. But not anymore. Then I discovered West Coast IPAs. Evil Knievel was Joe. Also, Joe Layden. Evil Knievel and Pele were my heroes growing up. Because I wanted to be a daredevil, but I also wanted to be a soccer player, so I kind of had like that. And I didn't really go for, I kind of like split my time between the two. I returned an email I got. Was that you? Okay, let me check. Joe. Yep. It is Can. Yep, it's me, my man. I will say, yep, it's me. It's me, Joe. Yep, we found each other, thankfully. Oh, we're good now. I thought Carrie Baxter was mad at you since she... Oh, no. Carrie wouldn't do you like that. Carrie's the homegirl, and you're the homeboy, so it's all good in the hood. Pele was your idol. Loved the way he handled the ball. I didn't know that, Richard. Yeah, he was just so and he won 4 World Cups. Edson Arantes do Nascimento. That's his real name. I did papers on him in school because I was just so fascinated by him. And if you haven't seen the movie, Richard, Victory, or any of you guys, there's a movie called Victory, and Sylvester Stallone is in it, and Pele is in it, and it's a movie about soccer, and it's about international teams, and it's actually kind of heavy because it was kind of during like the Cold War. It was like in the 80s, and it's a good movie. It's called Victory with Sylvester Stallone and Pele. She had you going there. Well, that's Carrie. That's just Carrie being Carrie. Yeah, it was about POWs. Thank you, Joe. You watched it, I'm sure. Then, yeah. In Italy, it was very popular. Victory was a World War II movie. Yeah, it was really good. Of course, I loved Stallone, like Yo Adrian, But I loved Pele, and my dad told me about it because my dad was a soccer coach, and he really encouraged us to play, and my mom as well, and I thank them to this day. That my mom just wrote a book, by the way, and I'm really excited to get that. She had just done it this year, and she put it out. My dad helped her with it, with the computer part of it, but she wrote it, and it has to do with our lineage and recipes, mostly like food over like the years of in our family, and things that revolve around that. Yeah, World War II Nazi POW camp, and they had to win the game to kind of get out, if I remember correctly, something along those lines. Yeah, you saw it too, Joe Layton. Yeah, it was a really good movie. I don't remember all the details. I want to watch it again now that my memory is jogged. So I like thinking about like stuff I used to watch when I was a kid, and thinking about my family, and especially now because I wasn't able to see them over the summer, like I know I've told a lot of you guys. That's where you guys kind of fill in, honestly. And I told my folks about the channel that I've started, and they're really happy. They're like, and I don't think they're surprised, but they're glad I kind of fell into it. Because I think they know that it gives me something to look forward to. It's kind of something that feeds my soul, which is all they really want for me. It's all they ever wanted for me. Okay, Adrian, it was in occupied France, and they escaped with the French resistance at the end. Okay, I knew they had to. It was like it was something, and the soccer match was like, everything kind of, was held in the balance with that. My sister tuned in, Carrie, and it's funny. My sister is the same name as Joe H's sister, and Joe H and I have this incredible. A lot of us have this really incredible connection. But I learned something about Joe H that I look like Joe H's grandfather, and we each have an older sister that has the same name, and it's spelled the same way, and that name can be spelled two different ways. And so that was interesting. But so my sister actually tuned in one night and said, or she got an alert, or no, didn't even get an alert because she wasn't following me. She just was on YouTube or something on her television, and was like, oh, and so she started watching it and was like, hey, that's my brother, da da da. So, and then I told my folks about it just recently. Because I thought she would have told them, and they would have. And I think I mentioned it to them, but they're not really in this world at all, and so I think they will start to watch it, Carrie, because I did tell them that I did an auction, and I did that coin roll thing to fill in for J and B, and they were interested. They were like, oh wow, that sounds cool, and so yeah, hopefully they'll subscribe too, and leave a thumbs up. And if they don't, blackballed. Yeah, I saw the picture, Joe H, and I agree. So Joe H, you guys sent me this picture, and it was him and his. I'm not sure if this is he sent me a few pictures, but this was when he was younger. Okay, so he sent it, I think, of his wedding day or something, but then he also sent one of the 4 generations of Joe H, of his father, his Joe H's son or kid, I believe, and then Joe H's grandfather. So all 4 of them. But yeah, I hope they subscribe to Carrie. but he also sent me one of his grandfather when he was younger, and he didn't say to me like, I think my grandfather looks like you, Can. He just said to me something along the lines of, the picture of his grandfather when he was younger, my age probably. He was like, so who do you think he looks like, or something, and I just kept looking at like his eyes and that kind of, and I was like, and I finally sent back, I said, I think he kind of looks like me. And Joe was like, yeah, he does. And of course, you guys see me and kind of pick up my mannerisms and all that stuff. But okay, so senior, junior, the third, and then the fourth. Okay. And I just thought that was really cool. But I was freaked out that it does look like me. And then, moreover, after I found out that I look like his grandfather, or vice versa, then he said, do you have a sister named blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, yes, I do. And it's spelled the exact same way. So it was crazy. Can I tried to rewatch last night clip, and there was no chat, just the video. I think something messed up, Jack, with when it tried to save it, because it took a long time for that the live stream to get or I don't know, to rebroadcast, but to even show up on my channel. So sometimes YouTube has a hard time like formatting it. I don't know, maybe that's not the right way to put it, but I think maybe they just kind of, I don't know what they did, but that's the first time that's come up where you can't read the chat. I'm not sure why. Because I like to sometimes watch it the next day to see what I miss, because as you see, I miss quite a lot of your chat, and I don't mean to ignore anybody too if they ask me something, and I just miss it because it's easy for me to do that. You guys want a good laugh? The movie Wizard of Oz is good. I mean, me too, Joe. I grew up, when the trees came alive and started throwing apples at them, and the flying monkeys. Joe, I'm with you, and I watched it every year because it came on, as you know, on regular TV, one of the 4 stations that we got. So I would, I was a glutton for punishment. I would still watch it, but I'm with you, Joe Layton. That movie kind of freaked me out too. And his wife was Catherine too. That's incredible, Joe H. YouTube takes lots of hours to process it. Yeah, and you would know, Monita. You've been doing this longer than I. I did a 3 days loop live stream to get the 4. Oh. His town is still processing after 2 weeks. That's a good idea, Monita. I didn't even think of that. Do you just leave it like up? I'll have to talk to you. You don't have to answer now, Monita, but that's a good idea to get your hours in. Because see, I'm not really into it for that, but honestly, if it would help, and if I could get paid to do some of that, then if I can get my hours in doing it that way, whatever. If you think of the Wizard of Oz as an acid trip, it makes sense. Yeah, Adrian, of course, because you come back to it's like the family, and then all of a sudden you're gone, and then you see your family in your dreams, but is your dream really a trip or an experience that you're on? It is. It's even that part where it's like the music and stuff, and it was so incredibly crazy. That was an experimental tutorial. Oh, so okay. So did you have it, Monita? Were you like a 3 days loop live stream? I don't know. We'll talk about it in an email or something tomorrow, Monita, because I'd like to find out how you did that or what that is. Sorry, you got to go back to work, Jack, but I'm glad that you're able to pop in and out. That's awesome. And congrats again on your new video. Your parents bought a color TV just to watch that movie, and it was best because it starts out. Yeah, exactly. It's all black and white. They were probably like, "Our TV's broken. We paid for this." That's funny, Joe Layton. Suggested heavily in the poppy scene. Yeah, of course they start like, yeah, of course there were overt references. Yo, Adrian, I agree. Then there's The Hobbit. Yeah, J.R. Tolkien was very trippy. I agree, Joe H. Like I was writing the point. It is, I'll get you and your little dog too. Yeah, I mean, I'm right there, Carrie. I can access that place in my psyche immediately. It's interesting because yeah, we all kind of grew up on that, and it sounds like, and it's right there in the forefront of my psyche. I used an old stream and loop it on OBS, and then went live in YouTube. Okay. Interesting, and that was able to like pump up your hours of viewing. That's genius. I don't know. I mean, I gotta get on that little bandwagon. I'm not too proud to say. Yeah, go ask Alice. Yeah, go down the rabbit hole with the Mad Hatter, and yeah, that's an interesting. Yeah, I mean, and you know, and they were back. You know, who knows? They were probably doing absinthe and all sorts of crazy things that maybe we do now and maybe we don't, but uh, you know, and other substances. But yeah, who knows? Gotta excuse myself quickly, but keep talking about trippy stuff if you like, and I'll be back soon. Hi. Listen for the flush. What can I say? Everybody pees. There's a book. No, there's a book about everybody poos. I don't know. Is there a book about everybody pees? Did you see that in your urologist office? You don't drink beer. You just rent it. I love that, Joe. Joe Layton. That is hilarious. The figure's pointing at me. He's peeing. This kid right here. If you shake it more than twice, then you're playing with it. Just saying. I didn't shake it more than twice. Did you know that the beginning of Wizard of Oz was actually filmed in color, but everything was painted in black and white, even her dress, so that when she opened the door, it was colored? Wow. I think I may have heard that, but I sure didn't remember it. So thanks for dropping knowledge, Joe Layton. That's some great Hollywood history. Do you remember hearing about that there were some things on the set, and there was one of the little people hanging from one of the trees in the background? Did you guys ever hear the folklore story about that? That apparently somebody was hanging in the background, hanging from one of the trees. I heard that. You did, Miss Linda? Yeah, apparently there's a photograph, but I also heard that it's just kind of folklore, or something that looks like maybe looks like a figure, but it really isn't. They did a YouTube showing where all the Wizard of Oz peeps are buried, and many of them are near me. Yeah, I mean, I think in my basement. No, I'm just playing. I think probably in the Hollywood Cemetery, Hollywood Forever Cemetery, if I had to guess, Forest Lawn, or the Westwood. I think it's Westwood Forever, maybe. I'm not sure, but where, and that's the one where Marilyn Monroe is buried. And actually now Playboy Hugh Hefner. So Hugh Hefner. So it's kind of a sarcophagus where you go into the instead of going in the ground, you go into a building type structure, and Marilyn Monroe's is there, and I've been there because I worked right in that area, and at the hospital there, and so people would go and they would kiss it to her, because you would just see it like Marilyn Monroe, but also next to it was the one that Hefner had reserved. So whenever Hefner died, he was gonna be, and he is right next to Marilyn Monroe. So, but the thing is, people would leave flowers and stuff on Marilyn's, but they'd also put tons of lipstick on and then smooch it. So there would, and I mean, we're in COVID right now, so everyone's like, wow, but people would literally kiss it and have their smooch marks on her plate of where she's buried. Yeah, sarcophagus, mausoleum. Thanks, Joe. I thought it was sarcophagus, from the ancient Egyptians and things, I believe. Y'all crack me up. Well, good. It's fun to laugh. It's the best medicine, Mike Panucci. Mike Panucci. We built this city. We built this city on Mike Panucci built this city. we built this city. Roll call. I feel like I want to see the Dallas cheerleaders, the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders sing Mike Panucci, Mike Panucci, roll call. I would love to see that on some Sunday or Monday night. Yeah, Joe, and that's Mike Panucci's favorite song. I believe he listens to it every day on like repeat. Yo, Adrian, you missed it then. You don't know what we're talking about. Yo, Adrian, while you were gone, let me inform you. Our buddy Mike Panucci was I used the word trolling earlier, and I know, Mike, you know I'm joking, and it's totally affectionately. But Mike Panucci, Adrian will put in the chat, like, so it started kind of the one that I think of the most is we built the city on rock and roll, but he'll start putting lyrics into the chat, and I'll just start singing them, and but that song was like the earworm song, like as you're finding out right now, that it was like right on, Monita Republic. And yes, I will email you, and I'm so glad you came and hung out, because it's just great to have you, and glad you're a member of the Blue Wrench crew. Much love, my friend. I will see you at your and you guys. I'll post your thing again, Monita, and once this ends, I'll put I'll try to remember to put it at the bottom, your link, so that people go. But he has a 500 likes or 500 subs giveaway. I'm sorry, you guys. He just got to 500 subs, Monita Republic, and he's doing a great giveaway. So please check him out. And he's just a great guy. If you don't laugh at least once a day, life is not worth living. I agree, Joe. It's just about being silly, because it is kind of about like just being like part of or being in touch with your inner child. I honestly believe that. And like, kids laugh. Kids just are in the moment. Dogs, like, you can see them smiling. You really can, if you really are in tune with dogs or animals. And they're just, why? Because they're in the moment. And there are moments that deserve laughter and smiling, and really that's why I like to do this too, just kind of be silly and whatever. And I'm not like, it's just free form. It's just whatever we make of it, and it doesn't have to be scripted. It doesn't have to be safe. I mean, it's a safe place. I mean, but it can be like I think you guys get what I'm saying. It can be risky, is what I mean. Rock and roll is like risky. Yeah, I don't want it to be danger. Yeah, I like danger, but I don't want this venue and this place to be like dangerous. But I want it to be kind of like fun and playful and edgy. Exactly, Joe H. Something that. Where we can just be ourselves and be adults and joke around. So tonight I'm wearing a skull t-shirt. It's kind of like a flag, but it's also some, there's some maybe Jamaican plants or something growing there. And I like plants. They give off oxygen. Plants are important. And kinship and friendship and brotherhood and sisterhood is important, and I value those things, and I value you guys because you value those things, and you provide those things. So thank you. Hi. Oh, now Joe's getting into it. highway to the danger zone. Gonna take it right into the danger zone. Something like that. Yes, always be oneself. Be true to thyself, Ms. Linda. Yeah, and this is me, like really. And if, my parents watched it, they would know. Like, that's Chris. That's that's our boy, But they not like, for warts and all, like, love it or leave it. This is me, like, and that's really all I can be. That's really all I want to be. And it's like, be yourself. Everyone else is taken. Have you ever heard that line? If you haven't, be yourself. Everyone else is taken. So if you never heard that, now you have. And I mean it. And whoever said that initially, it's not my line, but I've heard it, and I'm sharing it to you, and with you. But it's true. Talk to text sucks. Is that what happens, Dr. Love? Are you talking to text? Because I get confused sometimes when I hear, or when I see your thing. So that makes total sense. We have a breakthrough, family, and I'm serious. We're having a breakthrough right now. Because Richard, I get confused sometimes, and I don't want to. I don't want to misunderstand what you're saying, but I misunderstand what you're saying sometimes. But then there are other times where you're crystal clear, so that makes sense that you're text-to-talking. Oh, that totally makes sense, Richard. Thank you for just like saying talk to text sucks, because all of a sudden I had an epiphany breakthrough like moment. So that makes sense to me now, Richard. I love communication, though, as I'm sure you guys like are picking up on. I always say, Jim Morrison said, "I'll always be a word man better than a bird man," and something about that just always resonated with me. And I like Jim Morrison. I like the way I like the things he wrote, and I like how he put what he wrote to music and phrased it in a musical sense. And but I'll always be a word man better than a bird man. Something about that just, it resonates with me. And I like to do crossword puzzles. I like to speak in a certain way, like figure out words. And it takes me sometimes like a little bit, to find those words, but I like words. I like words. Words are cool. Okay. Who's that? Okay. Is that South Park? Yeah, it is. Drugs are bad. Okay. I don't watch much of South Park, but I do remember that. I think it's a teacher. I'm glad that the mannequin hasn't fallen in a while. That's good news. To thine own self be true. Yep. I am down with that, Joe H. People that want to be reclusive are really messed up. People need people, whether they talk on chat or in person. It is still humans reenacting with each other. And yeah, I agree, Joe. And there are many times that I want to be an isolationist, and I do kind of isolate because of my moods or whatever. But yeah, I'm totally with you, and in the sense that like people need each other. I am amen, brother. That there's a community that no matter, and there are there's a spectrum. There are variances of community. There are variances of friendships. There are variances of moods. There are but the bottom line is that people, we all have to, commerce, we have to have or trade, whether we trade with people, whether we buy from people. We can't do everything on our own. I mean, some people do, and they are the vast minority. And even if they are self-sufficient, those people that are the minority in this discussion, they still need human contact, I think, and they still need some sort of relativity and some sort of understanding. Not even, I don't know. I think people need to be understood, and they need to also understand, and I think that that's just the human condition, and to mute that, or to dull that, or to suppress that is unnatural. And I think that it stifles creativity, it stifles wonderment. It just I think it's important to be connected, and that's why I'm trying to do this, honestly, because it's easy for me to just isolate. Truly, because I'll get in a bad mood, and it's easy to just like bag it and go into a hole. But what does that really offer me? It doesn't make me feel better. It doesn't uplift me, and so I choose not to do that anymore. And there is an outlet, I've learned, and there is a community and people that I've met and that I know now, and that I'm meeting daily, and that feels way better. So the proof is in the pudding. Thanks, guys. It's heartwarming, and I want to be around. I want to be around this. I choose. I don't have a ton of friends, and it's because I choose not to. I have a handful of people that are in my life, and I have a lot of love in my life. Don't get me wrong, but I'm it's weird because I'm not judgmental, but I'm also not really like super effervescent, like I need a lot of people in my life type of person. I would rather have a few really good friends than a ton of acquaintances. I'll just put it that way. And I think that's just the difference. And everybody's different, and I get that. But for me, I'd rather just have... And now I feel like, though, that I have a bunch of tighties. Like, I have a bunch of, like, really tight people like you guys that I can talk to in a different way, and I can talk to outside of here and in here, and be challenged and learn things and share things and just relate to and find out new things about you, and you find out things about me, and to me that's a fun new adventure or venture, because I see them as both. Especially not being able to go out and do much right now because Cali is still locked down. For those, I've mentioned that before, but Cali is still pretty much. People go out a little bit, to restaurants, but people are not going out and doing fun stuff. That's for sure. So yeah, I'll address you first, Joe H, and absolutely. That's how I am, and I'm somewhat guarded too. Like there is this part of me that is like super open and sharing, but I am guarded with a lot of things, and there are a lot of things that I don't talk about. Uh, but I do find that it quiets my mind if when I'm by myself, and I'm okay being by myself. I don't I don't get anxious like what's everybody else doing. Like I've never really felt like that. So I like to bird watch. I like to look at coins. I like to but I like to get in the mix though too. So it's kind of mood related, uh, but I'm totally with you. And bird watching, I really love to do. I look out and there's hummingbirds, which are my favorite birds of all. There's blue jays. There's all sorts of things outside of my windows that I can look at, and I really love that. Um, Thanks for sharing that. I totally get that. Joe Layton, your brother just gave you $5, a star note. Cool. Inoculated. That is in star note. Look up. Okay, he gave it to your birthday in 7 days. Do you know how to look up? Because I have a website, Joe Layton, and you can see how rare and what the run size was of your star note. So, Joe Layton, if you're not sure how to look up the rarity and or I don't think the site that I have will tell you the value of it, but it'll definitely tell you the rarity and the run size of it. So if you're not sure, I'll tell you the website. Crap, okay, I gotta crash. Doctor's appointment at 6 a.m. to 7. Gotta call it, bro. Right on. Cinco Tribe Ranchers. Peace out, yo, Adrian. Much love, my brother. I'm glad you came by, and I'd missed you. And I know you had some family in town, so that's great that you were able to hang with them. I get to hang with this family, so I'll see you. I'll talk to you again before probably, but I'll see you Friday. And like I said, J and B are going to go on an hour and a half late Friday, so I may just go on to fill those or that 1.5 hours. So I'll let you know for sure if I do. And Mike just took it down. Okay. If the mic sucks, I may have to call it. I hope it didn't take a big dump there, Joe, but like I said, I'm getting a new computer, so I hope that in the future this doesn't happen. You looked it up on Starno. Look up. It is the almost rare era, or the rare area, almost rare area. Cool, Joe Layton. If the one that I'll put it in the chat. Yeah, we can do when it's small like this. We can maybe do like Adrian's saying, where if you guys want to like show each other or like do like a chat where everybody can get involved, then that would be fun. It's static, like you're on your way to Mars. Okay. Okay, fam. Time to say goodnight. Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Better run, 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 run away. Oh, 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 ay, 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 ay. Hopefully that sounded kind of funny with the funky mic. Hopefully it didn't scare you guys. But like I said, if the mic is going, I think it's time for Can to go. So I love you. Good night. Sweet dreams. Auf Wiedersehen. Something, something, Shannon Smith. We'll meet again. Don't know how, don't know when, but we'll meet again somewhere. I love you, family. Be well. Count your blessings and not your problems.